Okay, let's get started. Today we'll be covering TEKS 7.4a, and I'm going to start off by reading the word problem. Sarah is preparing for a 5K run next month. She monitors her water intake to make sure she stays fully hydrated. The table shows the total amount of water she drinks while training for the race. Based on the data in the table, what is the constant rate of change in the number of quarts of water Sarah drinks per day? Okay, we have a table. The table gives us data, but we're going to start off using our cube strategy. Let's circle important numbers. Okay, I would advise you not to circle 5K because it's not data that we can really use to solve the answer. All of our data is all of our numbers are in the table. So it's already separated, isolated, we can identify it. I'm gonna move on to underlining the question. Based on the data in the table, what is the constant rate of change in the total number of quarts of water Sarah drinks per day? Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna box in some keywords. The first thing I'm gonna box in, what was the total amount of water? The table shows the total amount of water she drank, okay? So that let us know for every day how much water she drank. In 8 days, she drank 6 quarts of water, okay? Now, what is the constant rate of change in quarts of water? I will box in quarts she drinks per day. So I'm not taking the whole table and finding out the data. I'm just going to find one day and use this X and Y variable or the corresponding variables and put them into the constant rate of change formula and see what it is. Okay, now let's think about it. The constant rate of change formula is K equals Y over X. Let me see if I can change the color for my X. That's a little better. Okay, now when we look at this, I can tell you right now that my days will be at the bottom and my quarts will be at the top. So when we look at the table is showing us that days are on top and quarts on bottom. So now I'm gonna find two easy numbers for me to use and I'm gonna see if they are equivalent. So I'm gonna pick 4 and 3 and 8 and 6. And I'm gonna plug these two numbers into this formula according to the variable. Okay, so let's get started. All right, and my Y is going to be 3 quarts, and my days are going to be 4. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing real quick. I know that 3/4 is, hold on, before I go any further, I know that 3/4 is equal to 0.75. Now I want to take the other information from the table, plug it into my K equals Y over X, and see if I come up with the same exact number. And this is just my way of checking my work. So I have K equals 6 over 8. Now, when we divide 6 over 8 by 2, top and bottom, we end up with 3/4. And our answer should have been D. Now, I want to go back and look at the problem real quick before we move on. I would have eliminated A because there's no constant rate of change that is 3 or 2. Now, C could have confused you because if you did not plug in your variables in the right spot, you would have came up with 1.5 or 1.5. So you could have very easily chose 1.5 if you did not change your variables or write it into the formula correctly, okay? So I want to let you see how they try to fool you. 1.5 was a misleading or the misconception of this problem. All right, hey, thank you. Let's get ready to work, man. I'm going to see you later on in the lesson. Keep moving. Catch you later on.